Hola, hola, hello. Welcome to the Mate Chronicles. I'm Natasha Nua, and in this podcast, we drink the magical, sacred South American drink, Yerba Mate, with incredible, inspiring people. Today, we're gonna drink Yerba's loose leaf with ginger and lime. Yerba is our beautiful sponsor. And guess what? We're gonna have the co-founder today, Tiffany Scalia. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo va?
¿Todo bien? ¿Y tú qué tal?
Todo bien, acá contenta de estar en Topanga.
Sí, pues. Qué hermosura, ¿no?
How do you know Spanish? Wait, how do you know Spanish?
I studied Spanish at USC, actually. And
Oh.
so my junior year, I got to live abroad in El País Vasco in Bilbao. And so, yeah, I 9 months got to get pretty good at it.
Qué bueno, that's amazing. Fight on. When we met, we were like, oh my God, we're both Trojans. We both love Spain. We love Yerba Mate. Best friends forever.
Literally,
BFF.
that's how it happened. Yeah.
And why did you want to drink ginger lime today?
Ginger is actually the flavor that we started with at music festivals. It was a ginger mate limeade, and so this is like the dried interpretation of that. And also, I love how ginger is energizing and grounding at the same time, so I feel like it's the perfect companion to a conversation.
Sí. So you started selling yerba mate in music festivals.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. How
So
did that come about?
I actually grew up at music festivals, which sounds crazy because it is, but that's really what happened. At the age of 9, my dad was like, I'm going to teach you how to squeeze lemons so you can help me make lemonade at my food booth. And I was like, okay.
9 years old.
Yeah, there's actually a funny story where he was like, we're going to be paying you $3 an hour. And I was like, well, how much does everybody else get paid? So I was, with
You're
it.
a businesswoman
Yeah.
since day one. What?
Yeah, so I started as the lemonade girl. By 14, there was a time at a Fish concert where there were 50-year-old men in the booth with me doing all the cooking and stuff. And my dad was like, oh, if anybody has any questions, Tiff's got it. And he just like took off. And he's not like a Fish fan or anything. I think he just, when you're at these festivals, you get to know everybody else who does food. And so I think he was just, going out to have a beer with his friends, and I was in charge. So my first management position was at 14.
Wow. So yeah, I'm trying to process that and visualize that. So you grew up in that environment, selling fries, lemonade in music festivals, and then when did yerba mate come into your life?
Actually, also at a music festival. So music and mate have always been really connected for me. I was working with a friend's business. They sell pizza. Shout out Spicy Pie. They have their own very successful festival pizza business. Lots of people love them. So I was, that's right. I was working for Spicy Pie, doing I was on a 20-hour shift I wasn't at the campground booth. I don't know how I ended up working so long, but at festivals, there's just a lot to do all the time. So I worked 20 hours. I slept 4. I got up, and it was time to start working again. And so I went like a zombie to their campground booth, the booth that they had at the campground where they served breakfast and they brewed coffee. And I was like, I really need coffee, you guys. Like, this is hard. And my friend, who's from Puerto Rico, actually, Victor, was like, no, you don't need coffee. Like, try this. And he exactly like that. He pushed the gourd in my face, and I was like, I'm not trying to get high right now. I need to go to work. And then I was like, oh, this isn't weed. He said, no, it's not weed. It's called yerba mate. Like, try it. And since then, I never looked back. Like, my roommate, love her, Andrea, we were roommates all through college, except for the year I lived in Bilbao. She used to drink milk. She would wash out the milk containers, and I would put my tereré, my cold brewed mate, in her milk containers, and I would go through about one a day.
That is crazy. You were like 20, you were like
20,
in college.
20, 21.
Wow, that was your first time trying mate.
And
Wow,
it was,
my first
I've
time
never
trying
looked
mate.
back. This is good. It's
Yes,
spicy.
it's spicy.
Yeah, I haven't
No,
had
pues-
the gourd
like
style in a while.
Yeah, and it's like full ginger lime, you know.
We
didn't
didn't
mix
mix it with the traditional.
like, straight to it.
Yeah.
No, because it's been a long day, you know, so we need that mate. We need that good energy.
Yeah, truly.
Ay, ay, ay. I wanted to tell you the first time I tried mate, I was 5. Because in Argentina, we do it super young.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, my parents were like, come on, try it. No. Bueno. And I almost vomited. It was super traumatic. It was like, it's so intense for a 5-year-old,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But you were hooked.
Yeah. I don't remember disliking the flavor, which I know is weird because we've been doing this a while, so I've had a lot of face-to-face interactions with people where it's like, have you tried yerba mate? And they're like, oh, no, that stuff is way too strong. Like, and it tastes so bitter and it's so strong. But, like, yeah, I do not recall, like, even when I was drinking it in college, I mean, just straight mate, no sugar, nothing added. It's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, what does it make you feel?
Alive in, like, every sense of the word. I think it, the big thing for me is I will feel overwhelmed by a project or even a conversation or just not feeling fully in my power, and then exactly
Like
that I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, you're doing a great job at hosting. Like, I feel pretty good, but I'll feel like, yeah, a little bit down. And especially recently, the state of the world, there's a lot to feel down about. Mm-hmm. And then I drink mate, and it's like, no, I can do this. This is doable.
Snaps. 100%. Like, I love in the morning with my to-do list, with my computer, my parents with their newspaper, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, okay, everything that has to be done, instead of feeling overwhelmed, it's like this hyper focus of like, no, I got it. You know that movie Limitless? I think that's what it's called. Like, or like Lucy, you know those movies about like if we had 100% of our brain power,
so we're
like
able to access 100% of our brain. Yeah,
but
it
like,
definitely feels like it ups the percentage. Like,
yeah,
absolutely,
100%, 100%. Yeah, so you love mate, but then you don't have a yerba mate business, right? How did you build your business?
Yeah, it was a lot of responding in real time to people's cravings, feedback. Right out of college, I started a festival food business with 2 friends, and on the menu was a ginger mate limeade. So we built this menu that was focused on bringing local food into festivals. So the idea was bringing the local food movement into the festival scene. So we built a menu around sustainable and ethically sourced ingredients. We had, it was kind of ironic, I was a vegetarian and I was running a grass-fed organic burger booth. But we also had gluten-free, soy-free veggie burgers.
Wow.
Gluten-free bun option. We had a homemade salad that was made with a vinaigrette that my mom taught me. So had this beautiful menu, and then it came time to the drink. And now at festivals, lemonade is what people typically tend to offer for sale there. And we were like, we don't want to do just another boring lemonade. So my friend had a recipe from another friend that was for the ginger mate limeade. And so the funniest part about that was we recipe tested at my parents' house. And so we were slicing up the ginger and we would steep it with the mate. And I remember my mom, who's an excellent chef, she's French, but she's lived all over the world. She's just amazing when it comes to everything food. She said, why don't you juice the ginger? You'll like get way more out of it. And I was like, shut up, Mom. You know, at 20, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not what the recipe says. Turns out she was 100% right. You do get way more out of it. And actually what's lovely is now we dehydrate the ginger pulp and then we put it in the loose leaf. So it's a zero waste process.
Oh.
We use the entirety of the ginger root, and it's still really spicy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
It is.
zingy. I was like, okay, I'm awake. So yeah, we had the ginger mate. We recipe tested. We ended up liking it. We did the ginger mate limeade on our menu. We committed to doing a farmer's market in downtown LA. At this point, I had already started dating Juan. Thank you so much. And we were thinking of, working together about a year into our relationship. And we were like, yeah, let's try to serve ginger mate limeade at a farmer's market in downtown Los Angeles. And so we did, and we sold 3 gallons that first day. And then we just got feedback from people. Turns out the limeade we were making was pretty sweet because it was made for a festival palate. And so the shoppers at the farmer's market wanted a little less sugar, so we did that. And then turns out not everybody loves ginger. It's actually kind of like polarizing. Some people love it, some people don't love it. So we introduced a strawberry made with strawberries from the farmer's market. And then Juan developed the hibiscus because it's a very LA flavor. It's very refreshing. And yeah, we just got real-time feedback from people and built a line of flavors that people loved. And we brewed out of a shared commercial kitchen for a long time until it really came time to leave.
Wait, hold up. You're saying that you build this new business with your fresh new boyfriend. That's crazy. How did that work? Like, how do you build something with your boyfriend, now husband?
Yeah, carefully, I would say. Being very mindful of what it is we want, how we want to spend our time, what it is we want to talk about, and when. In the beginning, it was super challenging and took over our entire life and our entire relationship. It would be all we would talk about. But I think eventually we found our rhythm. We were really open and honest about how we were feeling about that and how we could set boundaries. And yeah, it's the most incredible gift to be able to be in love with the person you're building a life or a business next to. Like, that is, I couldn't ask for anything more out of life, I think.
Oh, that's so... I want that. Manifest that. Topanga gods, bring me a lover. Por favor. They don't be a por favor. No, but for real, it's so come. Beautiful. Yes, we're calling it in. Shot. Anyways, so Yerba, right? What sets you apart? Yeah, obviously, we don't want this to be an infomercial, but like I'm curious. Yeah, like what sets you apart from other yerba mate brands?
Yeah, thank you for asking. And yeah, I think our commitment to share the yerba mate culture and honor the herb, make a drink that honors the herb and is respectful of the tradition surrounding mate instead of just using it as a functional ingredient. So we present our mate is cold brewed. Speaking of sharing, our mate is cold brewed. It has 5 organic ingredients or less per flavor. It's not a yerba mate extract. We do not add caffeine to it. We brew the herb and serve it as much as you would having it in South America. It's very straightforward. The ingredients are very clear. And yeah, I think also having those same flavors in the loose leaf is really unique and interesting because you can have a gourd of a ginger mate, which is, just feels good and tastes good. Yeah. So I think by sharing that culture, we also get to win on taste because our mate is, I think you tried it at Coachella, right? Is that how all of this started?
Exactly.
Like, our mate does not taste like the other ones. Like, it is above and away different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, because honestly, I think it's infused with love.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
thank you.
so
Yeah.
lovely. Juan is so lovely. The community you built, and I guess that's what I'm trying to share with the podcast, right? Plants have a consciousness and a spirit. Nature is divine and loving, but then the people that we share it with also adds in a way like their own essence and their own spirit, right? So like you
Definitely.
literally infuse it with your energy, and you're literally with your hands, like you hand brew, and you put the herbs and you hibiscus and passion fruit. And I love also the connection music festivals and mate, because there's no crash. It's not like, other drugs. It's natural. There's no crash. It's euphoric. So yeah.
Yeah, we're even very intentional about the music that we play while we're brewing.
Ooh, wait.
Yeah.
Let's unpack that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. There's whoever is brewing the mate has to have a speaker on, and they have to be enjoying the music that they're imbuing the mate with.
Yeah. What's the song? That is like so fascinating because it can be applied for anything you do, like write, cook, right?
Yeah.
Like the frequencies around us are so important with the creation that we're engaging with.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think the media that you consume or the songs that you're listening to affects your energy, and then that affects the energy that gets transferred into whatever it is that you're making. So we don't have guidelines per se. I just am thinking of high school me and Screamo, and I'm like, would I let someone listen to Screamo while they're making mate? I don't know. Maybe, sure.
No.
But what I was going to say is that the music that they're listening to has to have the brewmaster. Shout out Nello. He's our brewmaster right now.
Brewmaster. Wait, I want to sign up for that position. No, I'm la cebadora, exploradora, Miss Cebadora. Anyway, sorry.
But so whoever is in charge of brewing the mate and mixing the mate together, they need to be in a good mood. So they need to listen to whatever.
So if they're not in a good mood, they don't clock in?
Yeah.
They're like, girl, I can't come to work. What?
Well, I guess the idea being that the music will get them
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's true. You can't be in a good mood all the time.
Yeah. But after mate, yes. Yes.
Yeah,
so they drink mate
truly.
first, and then they brew.
Yeah.
And they put their own playlist. They're like, okay.
This makes me feel good. Because, you have to feel good while you're doing stuff.
So maybe this is not a good segue, but whatever. Feeling good, work, unions. Let's talk.
Well,
That's
no,
the A
it's
to
an
Z.
excellent segue because I was going to tell you that there are a lot of workplaces where you don't get to control what music you listen to. You don't get to control the air conditioning temperature. I mean, I'm really for giving people autonomy in the workplace and empowering them to be their best every day. And yeah, that does come from my understanding of a workplace that also started when I was extremely maybe too young, but also came from my work organizing with Unite Here Local 11. Shout out Unite Here as a food service and hospitality workers union here in Los Angeles. The Local 11, so every local has a different number. Local, and that's local, literally the
Do you want
geographic.
more, by the way?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yes.
I'm in it.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you started, organizing with this local union for food service.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I was
yeah.
explaining. So each union has a local, I think Las Vegas is local 47, but that's how you identify geographically.
I see. There's a county.
Exactly.
So how did you get into organizing? Yeah.
Straight out of college, I got an internship working with the union. I used to drive around in my organizer's car, and actually, core memory, that's the first time I had a pupusa, which I'm embarrassed that I...
Pupusa. No es popo.
No. A
¿Qué
pupusa from, food.
It's an empanada.
Mm-mm.
No. No, okay, so
That's so funny because I didn't know when I was 22.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was either. And
So core
now-
memory, eating
yeah.
pupusa, organizing,
Learning what it
driving
is.
to
Yeah.
what?
Driving to visit the workers at their homes.
Yeah, so
And
what is, for the people who don't know, what is organizing in a
It's-
union?
It's wow, what
It's
a
a big
question.
question.
Yeah, it's a big question. I don't want to misspeak. Please correct me should I say anything wrong. But for me, organizing is getting to deeply understand people and how they relate to their coworkers and their workplace in union context, because there's community organizing where it's getting to know your neighbors. And yeah, so getting to know people and understanding their relationship to their coworkers and the workplace in the, I want to say in the hopes of, but it's not a hope, it's an actuality, for the mission of building solidarity in the workplace so that you have, organizing.
You can create change.
Right.
You can create change.
Yeah,
like it all starts
exactly.
with solidarity. We need to
Yeah.
all be bonded, connected to make any change. I mean, we can delve deep into organizing, but I'm curious to see how that informs your leadership as a boss babe CEO, co-founder.
Yeah. I so appreciate that. I treat people the way I would want to be treated if I were in their position, and I never ask someone to do something that I have not done myself or that I wouldn't do myself.
Ooh.
And I think that
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that should be snap-worthy.
Yeah.
That should be normalized.
Yeah.
That should be how people treat people.
Yes.
Especially when there's a power differential.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Bronner's. If you know
Yeah.
anything about their corporate structure,
Uh-huh.
they have a limit to how much more a CEO should make than a lowest paid employee. I love the idea of a salary floor. I think that if we're all trying to thrive in this system that makes it extremely difficult to do so, we need to look out for each other, and we should build organizations, especially companies, that are sustainable. So a triple bottom line, they call it, right? Like people, planet, and profits for the people who are helping you get there, because that's part of the game. But it's actually been proven by research, you can look it up, fact check me please, that unionized workforces actually create bigger profits for we're talking
Whoa.
corporations. Yerba's not, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
all like
Yeah.
kind of in the theoretical at this point. But
yeah, like people power, the sustainability, their mental health, all these kind of like hard to measure, soft measurements in a way, right? Actually makes it more profitable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's the people
Yeah.
who don't understand that. I mean, that's the old guard, right?
Yeah.
Like those businesses are. Yeah, I guess some of them will be around for a while, thinking of like Amazon.
Yeah.
But if they want to sponsor us, they can. Shout out.
Yeah,
Amazon.
shout out Jeff. He's from Miami. Shout out Jeff. No.
Is he really? I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, this word sustainable, it's not just recycle, reuse. It's like, the longevity of the business. How are you going to have a long-term, beautiful community if you don't treat people with dignity, respect, and this limit of income? Like, if you look at like how much Jeff makes per hour based on, and compare it to how much the warehouse worker makes per hour, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, I mean,
unnecessary.
I want to actually, I want to interview like economists and, like to talk about late stage capitalism. It's a big topic.
Yeah. it
Which,
is.
We can delve into another time. But to wrap it up, let's imagine someone who's watching this wants to build a business or an organization or, something that requires people power, money power, infrastructure. what would you say to them, especially if they're feeling like, this is so hard, I want to give up,
Yeah.
I don't want to build. Yeah,
Oh my
what would you
God.
say?
I still feel that way sometimes. I mean, it's being a caring person in this world and doing the work that I do and seeking to scale for the vision that I hold and being, I like to think I'm nice and kind. Yeah, be kind and caring.
Yeah.
It's not designed for that. It's not designed for people like me. So like, if you're listening to that and you're feeling this way, hit me up on Instagram.
Yes.
No, but seriously, call your friend, drink a mate, go for a walk. I love cold water. That's really grounding for me. Like, use your resources that get you back into your window of tolerance, for therapy speak. Like, just ground yourself and talk to your friends. That will always make you feel better. And if they're good friends, and if they don't make you feel better, maybe it's time to look for some new friends.
Ya tú sabes.
And then also, if you're in a position where you already have people on a team that you're already building, go interact with them, because that will remind you why you're doing this and why it's so important to keep going.
But about that, sometimes I struggle, like when you're in a leadership position, how honest can you be? Like, you know,
I'm
hyper-honest.
transparent.
Transparent. I like that.
I am very transparent. I don't think it's my team members' responsibility to care for my emotions. That's my responsibility. My therapist, shout out therapy again.
Yes.
But I think you should be transparent, because it's one team, one dream, and they need to understand that you're a human too, and that we're all just figuring it out.
Yes. One sip at a time.
One sip at a time. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's a beautiful little wrap. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you so much for helping me with my play. Thank you.
Oh my
and
God,
for
of
the
course.
podcast, and for being so kind, generous, collaborative.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thank you.
for bringing this beautiful artistic inspiration into our lives exactly at the point when we needed it the most. Like, it was really divine timing, because it's rough out there. And
especially as you're trying to scale up. And I mean, you're trying to do a line canned bottled version of
so we sold
cold
out
brew.
of our bottles in 2023. We produced 13,000 bottles and sold out of them in 20 stores here in LA, and now it's time to get it on shelves. And
okay, so that's what's next.
That's what our customers are asking, just sometimes demanding. We have the best customers, but they're like, why can't I get this in stores?
Yes.
Why can't I buy this online?
So if you're listening to this, follow Drink Yerba in Instagram, and if you find some financing, some capital, you know, because that's where you're scaling up, and that's kind of what we need to call in. But if you don't got the money, it's okay. Just be an ally, support, go to the bar, come dance with us, and drink some mate with us. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thank you so much, Natasha.
We're gonna do a little mate dance break. Are you
my
ready?
Gosh.